after nearly a month, we're back for a Star Wars game. So we'll see how long tonight's one goes for. At the table today, we have Peter.
Greetings. Yes, I'm Peter. I am playing a new character by the name of Not Fleur. Basically, she's a scholar.
And next at the table, we have Mike.
Hello, I play a Gungan named Brum Brum Crash from the Panorama Mountain Raceways of Naboo. I'm 2.2 meters tall with a pink and purple mohawk. And yeah, that's me.
Nice.
Up next, we have Kessler.
Hello, I'm playing Kayana Keyfoge, person who is really good at almost dying and then not dying. So definitely trying to keep that streak up.
So fighting without armor then?
No, we're not doing that again. Lesson learned. Current mission leader, as far as I'm still aware. And yeah, we're kind of seeing how things go. Also learning, I guess, Padawan to our clan Talon, learning to become a Talon myself. So just walking down the path, trying to make things as easy as possible, as we're definitely, I'm sure, not freaking out about everything going on right now.
Online today, we have Ross.
Yes, I'm playing Khaled, the cybernetic droid specialist, gadgeteer, enforcer, assassin of the group. Basically, the tech head with bad attitude.
And we also have joining us Ariadna with ANA. Who would like to do the recap for what we've done?
I can do previous. I was working last night, so I didn't get to watch the recap because I completely forgot that I didn't get the last session. So from what I remember, we were making good on our promise to the Hutts that somebody has talked us into.
That's right, you weren't actually at last session.
No, I wasn't. So we were doing that, and then we had to go get stuff. We had to go to... Where do we go? Nubia to pick up some different ship parts and things like that. We were going through quite a whole thing where we had a little bit of a switch up with some of the crates with a Mr. Bane. So players were freaking out while characters... No, we met Bane as a character, haven't we? No.
No, that was the first time they met him in universe.
Yeah, so that was terrifying. So yeah, no, that was a fun time. But we end up getting what we need. We do try to get some free parts and sponsorships through everything. So we got parts for our cloud cars to make them harder to shoot down, and parts for our ships and droids. And Brum Brum got a year-long sponsorship as well. So we return to Bespin with the crates that we need, and we deliver them. And that is the gist of where we were up to as a group. I completely missed last session, so I don't have the notes for that one. Does anybody have notes or can do a recap of last session? It would have been a month ago, so.
Yeah, I can't even remember.
Well, it had the goodbye to Jura.
Ah, yes.
How did that go?
Oh, it was quite good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No death? Explosions? No?
No. He went off with Dom after after many tearful goodbyes from Brum Brum Crash and Khalid,
I'm sure.
they were choked up. It was touching. It was touching.
Well, considering that I believe it also had Dom mentioned family.
Mm. Yeah. Yes.
So very good. So did your new character get introduced last session, or?
Yep.
Nice. So, what? Can you give me a recap, introduction of your character?
My character is quite short, female. Her name is not Fleur. First name is Not, last name is Fleur.
Yep.
Because they asked me my name and I went, I'm not sure. And they went, really? So,
Yep.
Basically, she's been semi-useful so far. Semi-useful.
Okay.
Mm.
How so?
Oh, just some of the things that were happening. So effectively, there was a lost power at the lost power. There was a power surge, I should say, is maybe more accurate. And we went to investigate, and the I don't know the name of the gemstone, but the gemstone we effectively worked out.
Yavin.
Sorry?
The Jewel of Yavin.
Jewel of
Jewel
Yavin.
of that, Yavin.
Basically,
Name of the adventure.
well, yes. So basically, there was a power surge from it. Eventually, we worked out that it was actually a data surge, and that data was primarily directed at the deep space communications array.
Okay.
And we were, this is Diana and Not were discussing what was going on, and they basically together came up with the idea that possibly the stone is an ancient artificial intelligence, and something had happened to activate it. And then after having had a look through some of the cameras, we found a what appeared to be a sort of Jedi-ish looking person in a robe who was being looked at for by the Inquisitors, or we believed they possibly were being looked for by the Inquisitors, and we believe they did something that activated the gem. They seemed surprised by the fact that they'd done so. Activated it, that is, or activated in the way that it had been activated. And so at the moment where I think either it was Theana or myself who raised the idea that potentially it might have been that's what it was whilst it may have been an AI, it was a astrogation AI.
And we got information together, I think.
Yeah.
And also working with Khalid and Brum Brum, doing their computer checks and data checks and things that the activation was a huge either data output, input, or both.
Yeah.
And that the data that they're accessing was the astrogation charts. And furthermore, that it's the type of chart. It was finding, like, the Kessel Run type thing, but it's like an unmarked space whale backdoor tunnel through space, potentially another galaxy or plane
something
of existence.
Really cool.
Yeah, something awe-inspiring and utterly amazing in terms of sci-fi, and that smugglers would use it when it did turn up, because it was like because it's so hard to find that it was kind of a really good way to do things. Plus, they would trade extra black market shit at that time. So it sort of indicated that some sort of specialized, not very frequent meat might be happening, or smugglers would be bringing in something that was extra black market, which, you know, sounds
So yes, it was
really unsciency when I say it.
It was very exciting. I'm like, excitement.
Okay.
I was going to say, I'm glad you said very exciting, because Mike looks pretty sort of
He's like,
attached. Yeah.
I've seen better.
Yeah, kind of.
Selecting my gear.
Ah, that's why. Selecting gear. Not that that's bad. It's understandable. Does that fill in most of what
I believe that fills in most of it.
Your chair arm.
You found.
I've got both screws. I can reattach it like in like 5 seconds. Well, 30 seconds. I'll bring you the arm.
Okay, so I would say you would introduce yourself to Kayana, who rocks up after being off with Dom.
Did I?
If Dom actually arrived.
Oh, the bit that we did miss out. Plot reveal.
Ooh.
Dom
Yes.
is Jurath's daddy. Like proper daddy. Like biological dad.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
not a foundling, but his actual kid.
And Vulcan is also Dom's dad.
Yes.
So Carla and Dom are brothers.
Brothers. Yep. So yeah, that was the big mic drop for the evening, and I haven't
cousins
managed,
to Thea.
Yes, I was gonna say I haven't managed to put it online yet, but there is a hologram to Jurath that explains that the armor that she was giving Jurath.
Yeah.
First of all, she said, you know, I let you down because I let myself be human instead of being a mentor, and I lost my temper, and I shouldn't have. But
It's actually really good.
Mandalorians are built on improvement through failure, so I am improving through my failure to you by actually doing it properly, because our whole creed is based on you get knocked down.
You back up again.
That's you're waiting to be knocked down, because when
Like
you
the
get
song.
knocked down, you figure out what you've got to do
Like the song.
to improve. Yep. I can't sing it though.
Neither can I.
So we should both try, and we'll
what I'm
get
hearing.
record number of views.
Yes.
Oh
Wait, hold on.
Or copyright strike, yeah.
yeah, it is. No. But if you sing it badly enough and it doesn't represent the actual tune, you can't be copyrighted for
Oh,
that
so
shit.
then just let me sing it because I can't sing.
Well, the
I don't
three of
even-
us kind
I
of
don't
go
even
in
know
there.
what the
Yeah.
words are, apart from
I get
the,
knocked
the
down,
chorus.
I get up and down, up again. I think you're never going to keep me down,
Yep.
or something like that. Yeah.
something like that.
If you were to play a few notes of the tune, I could actually probably produce all the lyrics, because my brain is weird like that. Anyway, so the history of the armor, really briefly, was Thea's great-great-great-great-grandmother wore it to a really famous battle, and she used to serve one of the Mandalores in the kind of fashion that makes her legendary. Then it got handed down over through to Dom's family, got handed back into Thea's family, went back into Dom's family, and Vulcan basically spent some time with it. It was Vulcan's father or mother who made the armor.
Yeah.
And then Dom wore it for a bit to some pretty legendary battles. Thea's grandmother wore it to a couple of Civil War type deals.
Yeah.
And then Thea's mother, when their clan lost their name, she donned the armour, and she didn't win any battles in it, but she was able to restore faith and honour to their clan and get their clan name fully restored. And then it went to somewhere in Dom's family before it came back to Thea. When she was a child, she pointed out a star dragon that she saw, which is how she ended up getting worked out of the family business, because they knew she was never going to just be a wrangler, that she was going to be travelling in stars.
Yeah.
So that's why she got given the armour. And she's now giving that armour to Durath with the message that she has complete faith that he will do it just as much honour as its predecessors. And also she said, not may the force be with you, she said the force is with you. And that was, Martin hasn't told me why, but it has significant meaning.
Well, there's not a story background
Durath.
that I had done.
It means Durath is going to become a Force ghost.
Maybe. I don't know. The ghost
And go back in
is-
time and choke out a certain gun.
So it turned out if Durath had stayed with the clan, he might have done some pretty kick-ass things, but as it is, he's going to do some pretty kick-ass things in the background.
With a disruptor pistol.
Yeah. Probably that.
I did not give him Pew Pew, no, Pee-wee and Pee-wee, the 2 disruptor pistols his sister gave me. I had plans for those. Including re-engraving them with 7th sister and 5th brother. How do you defeat a Sith? Pew! Pew!
Your
You've got to
name's
do
on
them in
I
pairs.
think so. Yeah.
Do you need any hex keys for those?
Yeah.
I have a whole
Yeah,
box.
you can pull them out without hex keys, but you can't pull them back in without it.
I was just so proud I found the other one.
Well, we thought we'd lost it, and we're going to go try to chase up another one.
Yeah.
Because while there went on there, I had to take it off because it was...
Just falling or
oh,
all over the place.
you would spin in an odd way,
Yeah.
and if that happened, it would hurt.
It's
Yeah.
one of the first times my executives function has served me well, because I didn't make it to Bunnings to question them about it. Can you
Okay,
give me
so
Yeah.
it is the day after Dom arrived with the news. You are up for another challenge from the Huts for things that you need to get done.
Of course.
So do we know what this is, or we're about to find out?
As they have set Khalid a location to go to and told to bring his team.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't know. I've got some extra ones in.
Because hey, the Huts always like to give you lots of information to help get the job done.
Yeah, they're great at that.
Considering the last time they asked you to pick up a package, they intentionally got a well-known bounty hunter to smuggle it out without his knowledge.
Yeah. I know he was real happy with that. So.
These may not be the droids you're looking for, but this may be the Allen key you're looking for. So I've got the middle sizes in the walker.
Okay, so besides the
Yep.
location details being sent to you, which is also on Cloud City, so not too bad.
Thank God.
You'll be told that you'll be given further instructions once you get there.
So Okori's probably off with Dom getting some extra training.
I'm sure. Assuming Will is busy today.
Back at uni.
Unfortunately, the session that he was able to be here for, Martin wasn't able to be here for.
Okay, so what does Khalid do considering he got the request?
Well, I'm going to find out where this location actually is.
Okay, it is in one of the towers of Cloud City that you haven't been in before. It doesn't have a public
Access.
listed name.
Oh.
Okay. So is this like in a rich section, or what's the area like?
Everything above the city line is rich area.
So we're talking like uber rich exclusive type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
If you got a window and a view, you obviously got a lot of money.
Oh, I think it's like not a lot of money, but an excess ton of money. Would that be
Well,
about
there are
right?
many places you can get a view, but every view in Cloud City has money attached to it.
Yeah.
Even the underside views.
So we're talking excessively rich.
Well, the underside's rich is much poorer than the above side's rich.
So you got new money and old money. That's rich, 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 rich.
Isn't old money a lot of assets but no actual money, and new money is all the cash but none of the assets?
In none of the sense. Yeah, basically.
Or none of the skeletons in the closet.
Yeah.
Well,
Not yet.
old money's normally inherited.
Yeah. Okay, so so there's nothing listed. We do like not, I guess maybe like social media check or something to try to indicate who or where we might be going, I guess.
Or we could try word on the street.
Word on the street, that one works too, yeah.
Streetwise.
Okay, so how late would you like to be for your challenge?
Well, yeah, you got
Can we use our data pad while we're
on the way?
Like, is there Wi-Fi and shit?
Well, you can use stuff on the way, but most of the word on the street requires you to take time out and talk to people. So
Okay.
you're talking about hours here.
Can I hand whoever's not driving with a good computer's skill my data pad and ask them to surf the net and Google these guys? Or
Well, you'd either have to take public transport or hire a taxi to get you there.
Okay. I think we might
Or
go for
walk, which would probably take you quite a while.
Let's not do
I
that.
think we might
Let's just
go for
try
we're
to-
gonna throw to Mike because Mike's really good at reversing names and coming up with
Let's try to get there
non-licensed
on
names for
time.
things.
Let's go with a Zuba.
Yes, yeah, there you go. Or should there be like a Gungan version based on that driver called Maximus that drove like Broom Broom but had none of the qualifications and all of the accidents?
No, I think he was a Zuba driver.
He was a Zuba driver?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I realise you're probably going to get a Gungan who knows about you and has all of the accidents and none of the fame.
Probably. It's like getting Uber here. You get people that try to drive like they're in Mario Kart through the
Yeah.
back roads of Canberra.
Yeah, that's when they get that review with sad face
Mm.
and no stars.
So we order a Zuba to take us to the thing.
Okay, so
Do I need to do like a perception or something to place the order to see how long it's going to be, or?
well, you normally place the order and hope for the best because, hey, in most of these cases, you're not in control of people who actually accept the quest. So yes, you have an immediate pickup as soon as it's put down.
I only worry about this a little bit.
Can I look on the app on the data pad to see how what the wait time will be?
The wait time is down as has arrived at your for pickup.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're here.
Right.
Time to go.
We need the hot footage.
Let's get going.
Okay.
Apparently, they weren't far away.
Oh.
Apparently they were right there.
Yeah.
We are at a hotel. It's like a taxi pickup line.
You never know. Alright, well, I guess we all pile into the Zuba vehicle.
As you come down, you see that there are 3 vehicles down here. A sparkly, shiny one, a sort of old, outdated one, and one of them that looks like it's been through some sort of demolition derby.
And I look at the app and look at the... I'm just going to say rego plate because I can't think of anything else. The rego plate and...
Apparently the demolition derby guy is the one who picked you up.
I was going to say, can I call shotgun on derby vehicle? Do I have to roll? Oh, we haven't done our white and black dice.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, have we? No.
Yep. Turned out to be 3 of each.
That's not bad.
Um,
Oh, I got like 4 triumphs last session, Kesley.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Yep. Ariadna's doing all the rolling from now on.
Apparently your luck has run out by this point, or...
I think it was no Kesley, he was rolling badly.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's because, like, if I'm not here, I'm blaming whatever is wrong with the dice on me, because those dice hate me. Just
You
guaranteed.
weren't here to leech the bad luck.
That's what it was, yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, the dice just make it interesting when you roll.
They just want to tell a good story. That's what it is.
Okay, so yes, you end up piling in the one you got. Apparently the padding in this vehicle is excessive.
The what? The
The,
pad?
the padding.
Padding.
Oh, padding. Right, okay.
And lots of straps.
What I'm hearing is somebody who cares for their customers, and he wins because his vehicle's still moving.
And he,
That's what I'm hearing.
someone who wants a 5-star rating by having cushy seats.
He has to earn it somehow.
Gets us a star for each seatbelt.
And that doesn't seem to be droid controlled, which is, for some people, a relief. Because many of these taxis are droid controlled. And most of the droid controlled vehicles give right of way to everyone else, almost constantly.
Those are Vamo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, one of those old tricks on the Zuba is to make your friend automatically get the droid control vehicle every time, and you'll beat them to the destination.
Usually works. My cousin loves using this. I'm just like, I don't
Unless
trust
the
no
droids
robot.
have been persuaded.
Waymos.
Yes, but doing so
They're
would
feeders.
also be considered enough to get the license revoked of the vehicle driver and potentially charges.
Yeah. No, when I was there, I've seen Terminator. I refused to get in one.
For the safety of the people, we're just going to write you off. What?
They're all over the place in Phoenix, and so when I was like driving around, and there's a car with no driver. I'm just like,
Yeah, San Francisco was when I saw my first one.
yeah. No, they're insane.
That it takes some getting used to.
It's weird. My cousin uses them all the time. I'm just like, how do you feel safe? I don't
They
understand.
haven't died yet. Well, that doesn't make it feel safe.
And she's like, because they're the safest vehicles. I'm like, I know that, but it's not about the vehicle. It's about the drivers.
It's Skynet.
The other issue they showed was if there's any emergency services nearby, it can't handle it.
I believe they're supposed to stop and pull over to let the emergency services pass. But if the emergency services are parked...
They showed one where the cops are doing an arrest. There's cops cars everywhere. The guy who's being arrested is on the ground, and then you've got this driverless car just doing a left turn in an acted crime, and they're all just looking at it, going, "What the fuck?"
I saw a 4-way intersection. One going each way and caused a massive traffic jam because they couldn't figure out
What was the right of way?
which car had right of way.
It's like those really bad Facebook
Yes.
ads where it's just like, what car actually has right away? And it's like Russian bots. But anyway, back to the game.
Yep.
Droid Mo.
Back to the game. You do get a glimpse of the driver's compartment and realise that they are a small driver.
How small?
Small size.
They're quite challenged.
Like the little guys from Mandalore?
Start saying nub nub. I'm worried.
Not tiny, but small.
Jawa.
And and they say something completely incomprehensible.
Jawa.
Hmm.
It's eBay.
Mm-mm. Ymir has like 7 jobs at this point. What is he doing?
No, if it's a Jawa, we would. I would. Yeah, we would.
If it was
know.
Jawa, we actually talked to him. But so just a little dude, and he's talking, and so
But you can't really see him clearly because facing away from you in the cockpit.
Yeah. Whoever ordered this, can you just confirm that he has the address and we can get going?
I put in the address that our party planner gave me, so
I buckle in.
brace yourself.
You go somewhere. You do.
Yeah. No, I like if he has the address and I can't understand him, I'm buckling in.
Oh, Ewok. Ewok?
You don't know.
Oh.
Besides, none of your characters have met an Ewok before.
Mm-mm.
No, I was trying to think of other short races.
There's the Squibs, there's the... what are they? There's actually quite a few short
Those
races.
bat things or whatever. That's in Star Wars. It looks like it's carrying some milk.
Well, I would say that they're all in Star Wars.
Okay, in A New Hope then.
Okay. I just thought I'd wait and see how long it took you to realise what you'd said, but I thought I'd just add that in there.
That's so funny.
I could have said, you sure it wasn't in Star Trek? But no, that would have just been worse. So, yes.
Yeah, like A New Hope or something. Yeah, I get what you mean.
So they're
Wrath of Khan.
the seatbelts do pull you tight against the nice plush cushions. As you then feel the acceleration as he takes off. Apparently, he doesn't actually have the internal dampeners on that high, so you definitely feel the acceleration.
I feel like Brumbrum's getting a thrill out of this.
And I'm sure he only collides with 1 or 2 buildings on his way through.
I'm sure.
Just fishtailing.
It's like a Monday peak hour traffic.
And you do hear the wing guard demanding that he land for some sort of reason. It sort of gets shut off halfway through the request.
Okay, just going, thinking, don't stop. Don't stop.
Khaled, is there any more info in the message that you got that says literally anything about this thing?
Yeah,
Or
give him a
just says come to
location.
this address.
Just an address. Oh, right.
And second challenge.
Useful.
Yeah. Assume an ambush.
Alright, Bags, you getting out of the car first?
Let's
No
let
worry,
me
no
orientate
problem with
myself. Did the car stop?
It is coming towards your destination. Says it will be there in counting down its seconds, and it will be leaving in gives you about 20 seconds to get off before it goes.
Well, I mean, he was there
Does this
quick,
mean we
so
have to,
this
like,
makes
do
sense.
athletic checks or anything, or are we okay?
Well, you do notice that as you're slowing down rather rapidly, the moment it stops, the belts all open automatically.
Oh, well,
Okay,
That's pretty cool.
I'll take that as rolling with advantage.
I'll go ahead and open up the door and grab whoever's next to me and get them out.
Okay, so as you're piling out, who's the last to leave?
That's not it.
I'm not, because I'm being the first one to out, because that's what Rumum wanted.
Look, since Brum Brum Bag's not it for first getting out, maybe he's the last.
I'm gonna go with Brim Brim.
No,
I don't know, I'm volunteering you now.
I'm not throwing him under the bus or anything, just under the hover car.
Okay, so I am going to give him an athletics check to get out.
The worst person.
Sorry.
One yellow, one green.
No, you're better than me.
I presume you don't want me to roll for you, right?
Kesley's here.
Oh, so I was like, I thought you meant that as in, like, Kesley can roll. I'm just like, do you want to die?
No, it's a case of Kesley's here. The bad juju should be.
You should hopefully have your luck.
What's the worst that can happen?
I'll count that.
Okay, so that means you do manage to succeed, but you end up with 2 strain as you're sweating a lot as you barely make it out before it takes off.
Mm-hmm.
Would be worse, you could have left something behind.
No, I'm coordinated. I'm just not athletic.
And as it takes off, you notice that the Bespin Guard, who are the local police, show up just in time for it to have left. Obviously, they've timed their landings perfectly. Because they seem to zoom off after it, but it does seem faster.
It's carrying all our weight.
And you do hear it broadcasting externally, pull over, stop,
Stop now.
turn your comms back on.
Yep, so there goes, I'm going to call him Norman Dallas.
Okay.
Okay. And then the approval thing pops up on your Zuba.
Please rate. Please rate your driver.
I mean, we didn't die.
And they managed to cut quite a time off the trip as well as distance. Apparently, grazing buildings actually made it faster and shorter.
Typically. If you don't have to go around them, you can just go through them, it works.
Yeah, 5-star rating. Ding.
Can I toss him the equivalent of a tip?
Yeah?
Like get out of the car, and I like being tossed, like literally. There's no politeness about it at all. I don't want to die.
You could have left one in the vehicle on your way out.
Yeah, that works.
Alright.
Hopefully he'll remember us next time we need to use them.
Okay, so heading into the building, you do notice that the place has a lot of dark windows which you can't see into from the outside. Which is not too bad for something above the city line. You don't want to be completely blinded or visible to everyone.
No.
As you see with one of the buildings nearby where obviously they should have darkened their stuff before getting changed. And I'm sure there'll be many petitions asking him to put his clothes back on. Once they figure out it is a him or her. So you make it inside, and there is a couple of the hut guard.
What do they look like?
Well, they are some of the... I'm trying to remember the right race names because
The
my brain...
Pig guys.
Not the pig guys. the
Relay,
others.
aren't they? If you look at the ones that looks like prunes.
Yeah, what did you say for them?
Aquile, I think they're called.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, helps that I actually have a book on all of those people. Niktos, actually.
Oh, Nikos. Relay might have been the name of one of them.
Do they look like we've met these particular ones before?
You have met their species, just not these ones.
Not these guys? Okay, that's fair.
How long's the car ride?
Super quick. Extremely quick.
It's there
So,
and done very quickly.
Does that mean we're not too far from where we were, or just that he's
Oh no,
super fast?
he's super fast. We went very far.
in a very short distance in time. And it basically was us get in, go fast, and then the whole comedy where we all stand there outside the car blinking as it takes off and just like, well, that happened, and then we head inside.
Because he hit one of the flashing stars on the road, and we just went invincible like Mario Kart and started going through buildings.
Did we collect any power-ups on our way through?
Yeah.
Well, you arrived at your destination.
Sorry, I'd be here with the coffee quicker, but I rolled a natural 1 on coffee, and the milk that I was using was off, so I'm just doing it. And I'll sit there. Why did I put my pen?
Okay. So, I'm gonna let Carlin approach them since you were invited in. I'll walk beside Carlin though.
Okay, sir. They check your identification.
What are they speaking in?
2 languages. One to you, one to themselves. Huttese to the group.
Yep.
And a different language that you haven't heard to each other.
Okay. I'm going to try to speak to them if I can, because I'm learning Huttese. Currently I'm not particularly good at it, but it's a good way to, learn the language.
Okay, so they seem to take on your butchering of the language with great amusement.
Oh, I don't mind.
Had the astronauts uploaded coffee with the basically protocol languages thing that I've asked for? I was just going to say he might be able to assist. What's your character's name again?
Not.
Not. He might be able to assist Not a little bit in less butchering of the language.
I'm happy to butcher the language. I want to learn it.
Okay, so what were you trying to say?
Just hello, my name's Not. Nice to meet you. That sort of thing.
Okay, you'll be making a xenology roll.
And how many purple dice?
And, purple dice. I'm going to say it is 4.
Also, Coffee's assistance is less about giving you advantage on the roll and more about helping you learn. In case you want to learn languages.
I have no idea.
Blanky boy and stuff.
That goes away, that goes away. 2 successes.
Okay, so you succeed with a threat. You manage to get across enough for them to understand what you're saying, and you do have Coffee say that instead of meat, you said eat.
So Coffee holds up a scorecard, and then there's a little correction underneath it.
It's nice to eat you.
Yes.
With a notation, it's how you pronounce it. It's the same word. Meat and eat are the same thing in Huttese.
Ah, of course.
Makes sense
of
as they eat
course.
so many people.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Could someone get Mother's coffee off the bench? My
Yes,
hand
will do.
is too numb to take such a big cup.
Yep.
And I've got a broken 3 dishes.
And it does identify the other language for you.
Mm-hmm.
It is called Niktos.
As per the race.
Easy.
So they're one of the few hut races that actually have their own race.
Yeah.
Have their own language.
Well, their own language still. Most of them just use Huttese.
So is Niktos a dialect or specific to the species?
Species language.
Okay, cool.
What do they look like?
Okay.
If
I
there
get a
is.
good picture of them.
Do you want those two?
No, sir.
Okay, so that version of them, they sort of remind me of the purple and green guys from Babylon 5.
Ah, yes.
Purple. Is that
Yeah.
the race that was having the argument?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said they were small?
No,
Oh.
that was the driver.
Right.
I
Okay.
never really got to see the driver's race.
This is the people who are meeting us at the other end?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, track something.
And also reminds me of the aliens from Galaxy Quest.
Ah,
The
yeah.
bad guys.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so they glad you'll come. And they hand Khalid a antique disc.
Antique disc.
Mm-hmm. The reason I say it's antique, you know you have nothing that you can plug that into.
It's a CD-ROM. Okay. Wait, that might be too advanced. I'm forgetting my timeline.
Nah. Does that remind me of the
Betamax.
that? No.
Blu-ray.
When we were on that old ship,
Mm.
is it that type of technology?
Oh, when we got Basilisk droids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. It's actually not such a bad leap of intuition there. Just noticing down that they have a really nice looking race in there that they're calling the Gank.
The what?
Gang.
That isn't
What?
that
No,
also
cool.
isn't that also slang for
Hello,
to kill
my
someone?
Yep.
next character. Hell yeah. Look fucking shit.
Wow. So that's a mask, is it, or is it a droid type race or cybernetic?
It's a cybernetic race.
It's down as mysterious race of mercenaries because they don't act. No one actually knows much about them at all. So no reading up and announcing stuff.
So,
Kayana
this-
wants cybernetic parts to make.
I was going to say, so this is where
cool as
Kayana reverses her statement of earlier, where she said, "Oh no, I'm going to wear my armor from now on." And she's like, "No, I'm pretty sure I want to die now, so I can create a new character."
No.
So, no, that's okay.
She's just gonna make a new friend.
Okay,
Here, let me open the box and assemble it myself.
Yeah, I know, right?
this is not a bad choice. I make my own friends
Okay.
all the time.
So as you take the discs, they do point to one of the doors that seems to be a lift.
I'll kind of like nudge Carla on the side, like, is there any more instruction other than just take this thing?
Misa says, "Is it the door that leads to the castle or the door that leads to certain death?"
This
The response they give is you don't have to take the disc.
the disc though.
That wasn't
It
the
looks
question.
like is this like a CD disc, a token disc, a data disc? Do we have any clue?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you'd assume data disc, but antiquated data disc.
Okay, all right.
It's like a 3.144 floppy disk.
Well, I'm just wondering if
Nah, I
the
was considering it might be like an 8-inch, or even worse, or punch card. So
I'm
Yeah,
hoping.
this is out of our technology at the moment. We have to find something.
Worse yet, it might be a vinyl.
Yes, but some of us did get a little. Oh, it'll be Brum Brum. He's probably got a little bit of experience when we're on the ship with the old technology, because you spent some time after we got it all helping people upload it and put together the some of the information towards getting the basilisk droids up and running again.
I can make something that'll read it. I mean, I just need that spray bottle, that duct tape, those pair of scissors, and this red frog.
Martin and I both decided that you need to include blue tack on your list, since it's thwarted many a cat now. Well, you don't like cats, so you'd like to thwart them, right?
I would say, in terms of MacGyvering, blue tack is a pretty usable substance.
It's
in a lot
much
of
better.
instances.
Yeah.
It's much more hygienic than gum. I gather there's no insert here indicator around the lift, so that's we just use the lift to go somewhere. Any indication of what floor we're going to?
No.
Can we ask before we take the disc and depart?
They give you a thumbs up. I'm not sure if that means it's going up or they're just saying it's okay.
That's where I give him a very sarcastic thumbs up back, and I say, "Alright, well, you heard the guys."
I was
Let's
gonna
go.
look at Not and just say, since you've made a kind of passable attempt at Huttese/Niktos dialect in communicating, did you want to give it a go of just asking if they can give us any other information, or maybe a charming smile might help?
Sure.
I don't know. Are you socially awkward enough
Sure.
to?
She'll approach the one who seemed to laugh the most. She'll give him a big smile, closed mouth smile, as she always does, and says, if there's, in Huttese again, so keep that in mind, if there's anything you can tell us to help us, that would be greatly appreciated, my friend. And if that's too complicated, it'll be, please help. Help us know.
Okay,
More
so you
info?
stumble over the word appreciated as you realise that as much as you'd like to say it, there is no word in Huttese for appreciated.
So
Please
it's
help
like
us.
gobble 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 appreciated, gobble gobble gobble.
Please help us.
Actually, I prefer Snoopy. Mwah,
I'm going to
mwah,
make it
mwah,
a
mwah,
charm
mwah.
check.
Excellent.
A what check?
Who do you want?
Charm.
Do you want to roll yourself? Is not a.
Don is already much more charming than China, and I appreciate this.
And how many
Are you
purple dice are
You're going to be 2 purple dice.
Are you upgrading? You don't need to upgrade.
I'm not going to upgrade, no. I very rarely do.
You leave it for
Ah.
people like me and Mike who
Not bad.
often upgrade.
So you
Okay,
fail with an advantage and a triumph.
Okay.
Okay, well, so me looming wouldn't really help much.
No, because it's a charm check.
I was going to say, since I've been trying to learn Huttese, I'm possibly a little bit more advanced than Not. Can I try to help her reword it and give it another shot?
Well, you could, but you'd lose a triumph.
Oh, okay. Alright, yep.
I think.
So all that's
see what
happened is
happens.
he's failed to get more information out of them.
Okay, cool.
He has...
Sorry, I just
she
heard
has
fail.
succeeded. Because you don't have to succeed at everything to continue the story. Sometimes failure is more fun than always succeeding.
Mhm. I'm just going to come from my background focuses on failure and then trying to rectify that.
In some game systems, you only get XP for failure.
Yes.
Well, as I said, I don't mind failing. I see
Yes.
it as an opportunity to improve.
I'd be curious what this triumph is.
Mm.
Yes, you finally learned how to speak Huttese.
You learn
No,
that we
no,
don't
no.
have a word for appreciate.
Yeah, that's something. Yeah, you get halfway through the sentence and go, I don't even know if there's a word for that.
You also realise that there is no gratitude level of responses.
In Huttese, yeah.
So what? Effectively, I walked up and went in Galactic Common, please, and then in Huttese, help.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Well, even help. It's more like assistance required in a aggressive turn. So think German.
But at
But with a big
least
smile.
at least one of the words you said was love. So even though it sounds unusually aggressive, they're kind of like get the gist that you don't mean it in an aggressive fashion.
Well, they're used to it. They deal with us all the time.
Yeah.
And the fact that you actually tried to be what the rest of the world thinks is polite.
You smiled and you didn't show all the sharp teeth, so
Mm.
you're not going to eat them.
Mm.
Huts don't have teeth, just really big mouths.
Their response is, there's no button, just destination.
Character thinks for a bit and says,
Watched elsewhere.
I'm
They're
assuming you
being
guys
watched.
understand.
Yeah, I think they're saying they're being watched though.
And I will think carefully about it and say, assistance, good.
Accepted. I'm pretty sure that's about it. You because there's no like good or complimentary language. So
So everything in their one is favor oriented.
Mm.
Either you owe a favor, you're paying off a favor. You're trying not to be too much in debt.
No. Okay, so it's one way. So let's go.
look, I'm kind of hoping for up rather than down, but it doesn't really matter.
So Knock will walk over to the door
And push the button.
and push the button
Okay.
And Broom Broom's silently thinking, glad it's you, not me.
and gets into the lift. And as everyone else gets in and the lift doors
Yep.
start to close, she'll give them a wave.
I'd like to think Coffee is learning from other people and also mimics Knott's
Wave.
wave because Coffee's trying to learn human habits. Coffee being the little droid that sits on my hip now.
Okay, so as the door closes, you realise the only button was on the outside,
Yeah,
which
because
is not unusual in a lot of high security places.
No, they'll tell you where you're going and you'll like it.
and once you're in, basically huts aren't interested in you changing your mind.
There's not even a droid port.
Security.
That makes sense from a security perspective.
Really hard.
Yeah, it's all right. Somebody here's got a can opener.
Go to the bathroom. If we die in the meantime, just text me and tell me not to come back. Except I've lost my phone, so.
Okay, so as you move, you do realise you are going up,
Okay, that's better.
partly because the gravity compensation doesn't kick in straight away again. Hey,
Yeah.
perfect stuff. You don't even notice if you've moved. The door's just open again and you're somewhere else. Much like they moved the set outside.
Nah.
We've gone up one floor.
Okay.
And then as it comes to a stop, which you feel, you find that the walls around you seem to start going in start going into the floor as the roof seems to fold out.
Interesting.
So we're probably on the top floor.
Hey,
That's
lifts
pretty cool.
in Star Wars don't just go up.
Sideways.
Not much like Star Trek when you look at their actual turbo lift system. You go where you need to go.
Yep.
And you find that you, when the walls go down, you're standing on the floor. You didn't have to leave the lift left you. But the downside is there is no button on this side.
So
There's no way
crawling
going
back
down
is-
unless whoever got us here lets us down. Well, thank God I have a jetpack.
Looking up, you see that there is a large dome above you, plus some complex machinery of a type you're not familiar with.
I'm gonna assume it's some kind of shield and then
want them. Whether or not that's the shield generator is a whole other thing. Okay, so I'm kind of stepping forward a little bit, trying to look around, do we see any being or anyone else on
There
this
are
roof?
quite a few consoles around,
Okay.
but the consoles all look rather outdated.
Okay, but no other people or anything.
No other people.
I perceive we might be able to use the disc in one of the outdated consoles.
Alright. Well, computer boy, go ahead and plug it on in.
What are you waiting for?
I'm here
It's,
to hit things.
Yeah, I.
Let's have a look for something that the disc can be inserted into.
Is this where you do that whole thing, like, Genesys trying to use a VHS player? We're just like,
You do notice all the labels of the system is in Huttese.
so let the people
Cool.
who can read Hutties try it out.
Okay, so what does it say?
Orifice here. Of course, that's how you translate the word.
Is this a whole nother meet and eat situation? Is there another way to pronounce it?
Well, he's never used Huttese with computing.
Hmm.
Bro, you got any idea with this stuff? This just doesn't make any sense.
It looks like the Amiga 500. Yeah, I mean, it looks.
It doesn't look like any technology you've seen in recorded history.
Right. So Apple. I mean, there's a slot next to the screen there. I'm guessing that that's where the data chip might go, because it looks like it's a similar dimension. Couldn't think of the word.
It's the one you saw labeled Orifice.
I don't have it. Carly has it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we can try this.
Go for it. See what happens.
Let's hope it doesn't just eat it.
Can I say that the console is turned on?
It does appear to be
On-
turned on.
on
It
an-
seems to be on some sort of standby mode, but you're not sure if it is standby or it's just blinking at you some sort of code.
Is it a case of Homer Simpson press the any key, or is it a case of Jurassic Park where it's blinking, waiting for you to start the system up?
Put the disc in. See what happens.
Before I put the disc in, I'll just press up key.
Mm.
Which one of these says any key? So we'll just hit the
I'm watching.
what looks like the space bar down the bottom.
Looking at it, the keys are all nonsensical to you. This is not a keyboard you've ever used. You're sure they're keys, but they more look like toggles than actual keys or buttons.
Alright, well, shall wiggle the mouse and try pressing a button and see what happens.
Okay.
You start talking to it, computer. Computer!
You hear a sound of something screeching and grinding in the background. Not exactly sure what it is, but hey, it is high pitched.
Love that. Yep.
I believe that his puppy's in the background trying to sound like computers.
Puppies.
Yeah.
Alright. Sounds fun. The high pitched screeching, does it sound like something old just moving, or does it sound like something breaking?
Well, to your ears, you think breaking because, hey, you've not used this stuff before.
You know what? I'm gonna say, if their stuff breaks, they didn't give us any instructions. That's their fault.
Yep, that's on them.
That's on them. They're not gonna agree with me.
Okay, so on the screen, symbols start to appear. Does your character know Huttese? Up to you if you do.
Is that Xenology?
It's a language
It's
that's
a
not
language.
listed on the character sheet.
Yeah, like I think we started putting them on character sheets, and then you revamped the character sheet, so it's no longer on there right now.
I have no idea.
It would make sense that you would speak it. It's up to you if you could read it.
Sure. Let's go with yes, I can.
Okay, it seems to be counting down.
Awesome! Love that!
With the word warning.
Press a button. See what happens. Now I'm gonna take a step back.
Misa presses a button.
Okay. It seems to start skipping numbers.
Down or up?
It seems to be getting closer to 0.
Isn't the whole thing like when you're playing an arcade game and you don't put a coin in, it starts counting down faster? Wait, we're playing Time Crisis 2!
Space Invaders.
It was the way to restart a game faster. That was why they had it.
Yeah.
Very talkative puppy.
Yeah.
That's the number counting down faster.
And Kyle is still holding the disc.
Carlin, put the disc in.
Okay, I'll try that, putting the disc in.
Okay. As he puts the disc in, it seems to yank it from his fingers. None of this nice, gently place it into the thing.
It's the...
Of course, if any of you have actually used the LCD ROMs that actually pull it out of your fingers.
Yeah, that's where you have to hope that you don't hold it by the middle bit and then it gets your finger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the counting stops. And it says, pass security check.
Cool.
And then starts its loading, and then you start hearing this really hard screeching and beeping start.
DOS 6.22.
And the words establishing connection pop up.
We've created our own internet.
Mission impossible. If you choose to accept.
And for those of you who remember dial tone, that's the sort of screeching
I'm still
you're
old
hearing.
enough for that. I got that. Don't make fun of me.
Nothing's exploded in our face yet, but right.
Almost
yet.
did.
Not yet.
If Will was here, that would be a different story.
Okay, so after it seems to have loaded, taking an inordinate amount of time, you used the computers actually being fast. You probably could have made and drunk a coffee in this time.
Accurate to dial up. Which I had.
Is there any reason why I haven't?
Because we're on a roof with no access to...
I have coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee has little, like, gel cap coffee things and, like, a little
Doodad.
foldable cup sort of thing. And yeah.
I guarantee you, like, as we're waiting there, I'm just, like, standing like this. You probably just walk up to me with a hot coffee in your mouth and just take a drink.
No, I've like, got one to hand you.
As we're just...
Coffee.
Yep.
And then also you realise no chairs, no seating,
Yeah, no.
not a single bit of furniture in the entire room.
Yeah.
And the room's floors are completely smooth.
I don't need a chair.
It's like the architect's room in The Matrix.
And hey, if Hutz was to use this place, then it would make sense that their floor is smooth and no Very true.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want to stuck in the
And
way.
toggles instead of buttons.
Don't they like to
Because
sit
they got
on
fat
like
fingers.
cushions and
It depends on how rich they are.
And if you're just a worker bee.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Okay, so not long after that, it seems to bring up a really old menu system that seems to be partly composed of very old BASIC and RTs.
Windows 3.1.
DOS.
I remember DOS. I wrote in DOS.
So did I.
I actually wrote pre-DOS.
Just they get advantage for that?
And from what you can see, it seems to be referring to some sort of deep space array.
It's the plans for the Death Star.
That would be kind of cool.
Spoiler alert.
But at the same
As well
time, we would
as
die.
checking on current year and other details it's requiring to be entered into the system.
Is this the whole...
Broom Broom's our computer guy.
You've got mail. Just popping up over and over and over.
AOL.
Yeah. You've got mail.
Leaning
Welcome to America Online.
Or Clippy popping up going, are you sure you want to do that?
Oh my god.
I feel like that's like our whole motto. Like, are you sure you want to do that?
I see you're trying to achieve peace with
Dude.
Iran.
I'm happy for to sit on the chair, but after
Would you
I'm
like me to?
Okay, I definitely need to get a protocol droid to be called Clippy.
Could be worse, it could be no clip.
I want a pit droid named Clippy. That'd be so cute.
asking you shall receive. Ross has got like several uncles.
Okay, so it's asking you a whole lot of questions that don't really make sense to you.
Thanks.
But they're all simple questions that all seem to be, year,
Lion, squirrel,
location.
zebra.
No,
The-
they make sense to me.
Cognitive
Okay.
test.
All right. Yeah.
Draw a clock.
Well, if I know the answer, I'll go tick, tick, tick.
The only president to have done cognitive.
Okay, though it does ask.
I couldn't think of what it was called.
After you put in the air, what calendar?
The Gregorian calendar.
Whatever the content.
Whatever the calendar is that we use.
Okay, so as you put in the Galactic Standard calendar, a query pops up asking for details. Apparently, they don't have it in the system.
Yeah, I was gonna say, knowing that it's antiquated, can we make some kind of judgment call as to the type of calendar they might use
The Mayan
Yes,
calendar.
Mayan calendar.
based on?
Is it education or knowledge, perhaps?
I would put education would be a good one to do here.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, I was thinking something like that.
So anyone have education?
I have 3 yellow, 3 green.
I have
Sweet.
no idea.
I'll leave it to you. I'll assist.
Better than me.
I'll
Okay.
assist. Because
So-
I have 1 yellow and 3 green.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No, 1 yellow and 4 green.
3 yellow, 3 green.
I'm sure I'm pretty.
3 yellow and 3 green.
I'll
You
give a blue.
and a blue. You get a blue.
I will assist with the blue.
The difficulty is 6 purple. So to make a check, you actually have to flip a story point
Sure.
because you cannot make a check without flipping a story point,
Okay.
which means you can't upgrade the check
Okay.
Okay.
because 6 is considered an impossible check that you have to actually spend story points to make.
Really?
I was gonna say so.
Nice.
So is that still?
So this is impossible.
So those of you who don't have story points can't spend it.
Boom!
Yes, you did get a triumph.
It's because I'm here.
It just means I don't have to roll anymore, right?
So I will get rid of that and make that a double. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes, a triumph, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threat.
7 strain.
So that would be 7 strain to Brum Brum and Not.
We'll split. I'll take 3, you can take 4.
Okay.
That's each.
Oh.
Oh, 7
I was
each.
going to say, no, we're talking
Holy
each,
shit.
not,
Okay.
not a split.
So
hell.
I'm down to 8.
You've taken 9 so far, and
Oh,
yes,
alright.
well, that's a total of 9 you've taken. I don't keep track of how much you've taken. You can keep track of how much you've got
I
left.
think I've got
I
like
got
3.
I got 6 left.
Okay, and
I'm gonna real
as
power of this.
you're working on it, you realise that the system probably predates the founding of the calendar. So Hati's calendar would probably work, and you do know the dates of it, and it does seem to have the founding of Nal Hata as a reference point,
Damn lions.
because
you
it's
said bounty, but you said count.
which means you have a good reference point to link to. In most cases, the year is not always the same as the calendar, but the year is a good reference point, and most of them will have a fairly accurate thing. When you say year from calendar, then it can figure out where it is from there.
Okay.
Okay. Not while we're working this out, Not's getting pretty excited. She's like, yes.
And it would explain why there's a lot of discrepancies between it and standard computers that you're used to. He doesn't seem to have any form of external scanners. Most computers will scan the area, scan you, have some sort of other checks on it.
So from the founding of Nalhada to the establishment of the standard galactic calendar, how much time are we talking?
Nal Hata was founded after the calendar.
Oh, well, so it just didn't have it. So okay.
Whoever
The next
was,
day.
whoever was working in the system didn't put
Made
it
it off on purpose, or didn't put that in on purpose.
Okay, so yes, you do get that this computer hasn't been switched on for close to 1,000 years.
It's got the Y2K bug.
And last time it was turned on, it wasn't in this location.
Okay.
It's Russian.
You know what? This describes the Hutts pretty well.
Yeah.
So like,
Hutts, Russian mafia, same thing.
it's
Yeah.
because it's true. Okay, so this thing hasn't been on in 1,000 years, but so okay.
How long does it look like this thing has been here, though?
You think it's been here maybe 100 to 150 years?
Interesting.
I was expecting him to say like a week.
I know, right? Because that's why, I'm trying to match it up with what happened with the jewel, if that is kind of connecting in any way, but hard to say. Anyway, let's watch this thing.
And it seems to be bringing up a very simple galactic map.
At Gregory's.
Yeah.
Where it's just like it looks vaguely like what
Dr-
continents
drawn-
look like,
drawn-
but it's definitely not.
Drawn by a 3-year-old. There's the sun.
Yeah.
Big
For some
smiley face
reason-
on the sun.
For some reason, yeah, big face on it that looks like it's judging you for whatever reason. And
I feel like there's like 5 stick figures that look almost exactly the same, but there's
What?
that distinguishment from the drawer that's like that mum
Yeah.
had this.
'Cause
Like,
it
for
has a
some reason, a
triangle.
cat with a human face. And
Yeah.
But it does highlight one location, which you think it says you were here, but you're not quite sure because the whatever dialect they're using is not the normal one. But it's something about being here.
for educational purposes, I'll show copy to put it into her data.
Mm-hmm. And it seems to be referring to something happening in the next month.
Can we match this up with any information we got out of the super expensive crystal we want to steal? Gem.
Mm-hmm. Well, you did. It did also access a deep space array.
Would that relate to any of my knowledge in astrogation?
You could.
So I've got like 3 ranks in that.
I believe you
And a
do.
crap load of white dice for some reason. I have no idea.
Because you can use magic with it, unlike most people.
I was going to say, do I like have one of those natural instincts no matter where I am to figure out how to get out of there?
In space, yes.
So you want to run in this direction?
Just so that I'm not mixing anything up. So it's indicating something is happening in this location within the next month,
Mm-hmm.
which is matching up with what we sort of figured out with the
About an
Jewel.
astrological event happening based off the gem accessing what marks a deep space array. So it'll be like an alignment of stars, planets, something. That'll open up access to a wormhole tunnel.
I was going to say,
passage.
sounds like some kind of alignment, gravity vortex, something. Something spacey.
We're kind of filling in the blanks with space magic, astrological sciencey shit that we don't actually understand, but our characters have enough ranks in.
Pluto's
And-
going into retrograde, like, I don't know. Actually, we
Nice use of movie language.
Yeah. Actually, like, if it was about movement, it would be Mercury going into retrograde, but then Mercury going retrograde always fucks everything up. Anyway, I'm done with astrology. Different thing.
Look, I'm just happy that someone else dives off into explanations of interesting shit but not necessarily relevant.
Exactly.
Okay, so did someone want to make a astrogation roll to see if you can figure out what is actually showing you?
I definitely do, because
Do you wish to work with someone to make that roll, or just
happy
make
to
it
work with
yourself?
someone if someone else is.
I've got 4 yellow, 2 green, 3 blue.
Why am I even doing this?
Because
Ron's
you
good
have
at
a lot.
everything better than I
No,
am.
you
I'll
have
watch.
6 white.
Because I have no skills in astrogation at all. So I'll
So
watch.
I got 3 yellow, 1 green, 1 green,
Just colored, no. There we go, that one.
1 blue.
So compare that to that, we have...
I've got extra dice and I still don't have 6 white dice.
So if Thea makes the check, she can include the force in the check.
Yeah.
If Brum Brum makes the check, he gets a blue dice. Whereas he can either add a yellow to Thea or add another
Please add a yellow.
another 2 green dice.
I don't know. I can't statistically figure out the difference between 2 green dice versus 1 yellow.
Yellow, you have more chance of triumph.
Yellow's the only chance of a triumph. Isn't
Well,
it?
yeah.
So,
Well,
chance of
that's-
triumph
that's-
versus chances of success and advantages.
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave it up to Brum Brum. He's the one who's giving me assistance.
No, you wanted to do the roll, so yeah, I'll give a yellow.
Yellow?
Okay.
And then
So in that
there's-
case, you do have the 4 yellow, a blue, and 5 white.
I thought it was 6 white.
You do,
You'll
it
lose
will
one?
be, yeah, you'll end up losing one because of some miscalculated.
Oh, okay, so my thing is incorrect.
It should be 5, yes.
Okay. So 5. Well, I don't know if you corrected that because I've only got 5 white dice, or
No,
it just works out
I
that
did the
having
reroll.
5 white dice helps out. What am I up against, or can I upgrade? Not that I'm going to, but
There
all the
is.
assistance
Well, you
and
will be
stuff.
spending a story point to make the check.
Will I?
Oh, okay, so we have no
okay.
choice then.
So it will be 6 purple.
Well, do we want to use up story point for me to make this check?
We only have
You-
one
well,
left.
you can't.
We can't if when it's because we have to use it. There's no chance for
You
upgrade.
can't upgrade.
Well, I can choose not to make the check, and
No, do the check. I
Okay.
think do the check. That because I really
Yeah,
do think we need
we can't.
to find out
We can't takesies backsies once we say
doing it.
we're doing it and already getting dice out. That's
oh, okay.
that's
Well,
it's committed.
Well, the usual thing will be that if you do not have a story point available when you need to spend one, your check gets an automatic despair onto the result.
Oh, that's fine.
so we don't get an
Oh, that's
automatic
bad.
despair at this point.
We're good. Yeah.
Well, it means that if you're required to and you don't have one, you can still make the check.
Yes. Yes, you can. It's just going to be despair ridden.
An automatic despair is not necessarily. Well, it is probably going to be an obstacle to overcome. It's
Well,
not
especially if you're
necessarily
using magic.
failure.
Because 3 despairs can completely screw your character over.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it can. Do you want to record my rolls on your own dice, or do you just want me to call out?
You can call out the results. Well, the
Right.
final result. I'm not too worried about each dice result.
1 blank, 1 failure, 1 threat.
On the bright side, it hasn't been upgraded on my end. either.
Fuck me. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm dead. 4 more failure and another threat, so that's 5 failure all up.
Oh, dude.
I'm like, maybe I should just give up at this point.
You haven't done the nice ones yet.
No, but that's 5 failure and 2 threats so far.
Did you have a green in there you needed to toss in?
No, I got upgraded to yellow.
No, you
Oh.
added a yellow from Broom Broom.
That replaced the green.
That
Oh,
replaced
replaced
my
the green.
green.
Okay.
So it didn't replace the dice pool total,
Okay.
just replaced the skill.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
At the moment, I'm seriously reconsidering
Too late now.
pulling it all. Okay. Even. 4 white, 4 light, 4 dark.
So options.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm gonna get rid of 5 failure with the light. I'll have to face corruption if I want to use any of the dark.
So by using the force points, is it an actual use of the force?
2 success, 2 advantage.
So people who are force sensitive go,
Is
well,
that
that's bad. That is bad.
That's why you only use it when you need to.
Yeah. That's bad.
Oh,
And when you start getting corruption, you'll basically get caught with things getting worse and worse
what'd you get?
as you keep accessing the force.
waiting for Mark to finish. Blank. 1 success, 2 advantages, no triumphs, because Kesley's here and I'm no longer right. Mike does the triumphs, but Kesley doesn't. Arian
Okay,
doesn't.
so I kept track of it all. So, in the end, your total is 1 failure, 2 advantage, 4 light, 4 dark.
Yeah.
So you could spend 2 of your light points to give yourself a success.
Well, I need at least a success after all those dice and spending a story point, so.
Yep.
I'm going with, if that's an option, I should take it.
Do it.
And then that leaves me with 2 light side points and 4 dark.
Yeah, well, the ones that you don't use are unnecessary.
Okay, cool.
But
Alright.
because you don't have a lot of things at the moment there.
That's fine. That's all good. With that roll, I'm happy to have any kind of success.
Okay, so just quickly looking at your abilities and make sure I get it right.
But I end up with some extra advantages because there's 2 threats and 1, 2, 3, 4 advantages. I don't
So
know.
there'll be
if
2
that
advantages.
2 advantages.
helps.
Okay, so
Something like that.
looking at it, you do come to a understanding that it is a map showing a end or start point or both.
Okay.
So something is happening that rarely happens, connecting this system.
I feel like it's almost just a vague notion as when we started, but slightly less vague.
And
That's a month from now.
sometime in this month, the alignment that you've been looking at is probably going to occur that will connect this place to another place.
I feel like if I put some thought into it, if I go back home, we can definitely consult maybe the astrogation droid on the ship.
Star Wars. Is the concept of wormholes much of the thing?
They have similar things to wormholes. Most of the stuff is that hyperspace connects to more places than back to the galaxy. And
Okay.
things get lost in hyperspace all the time.
Okay. Got it.
Plus space wars.
Yeah, space work. Yeah, that's a thing.
Isn't there also
A
a wall?
wall. There's a area of space that you can't use hyperspace to get through, except for certain times and certain paths. Some of them are only available at certain times of the year, certain dates, certain specific orientations.
And we do know, well, Thea knows through the Force and from our time in the Drift, I'm calling it the right thing?
Yep.
That there are stories, rumours, discussions in really, really old journals and things like that, that there's other planes. But outside of the notion that there is the concept of there are other planes, they herself doesn't know very much, just that they exist. That's enough. It's a bit like saying there's a heaven,
Yeah.
and you've got enough evidence to believe that there's an actual heaven, but you don't know how to get into it, you don't know how to get out of it, you don't know what's there.
It's just a concept more than anything.
And from the calculations, it occurs semi-regularly,
Okay.
but there seems to be a larger connection than normal.
The stronger one, maybe, or bigger hole type deal.
As in, the conjunction is listed as this one is rare, the others are the equivalent of weekly, monthly, yearly.
Right.
This one seems to occur once every 1,000 odd years.
Excitement!
Usually requires something on both ends to be able to work.
It's the stratoform moves.
I feel like it's kind of like the concept of quantum computing or something like that.
It requires an old man with dementia to not be starting an unnecessary war. Is that what you're trying to tell
Yep.
me?
And then claiming he solved world peace as everyone starts sending their nukes.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So what I'm getting is that the Hutts know about this. That's why they gave us this, and that they're expecting us to go through it. Is my leap of logic here?
Okay.
It might be that because we got the information that smugglers use it and there's some kind of major trade meet, that we are possibly going to go and pick up whatever the something is,
Pick
and
up,
that's
drop
going to be
off.
ultra rare and ultra expensive.
Okay, and it roughly translates to hyperspace gateway.
Yeah.
So would this be in either Star Trek or Babylon 5 terms the equivalent of a portal instead of hyperspace?
Well, technically, hyperspace is a form of portal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Just that technology has advanced since this computer was made.
Yeah.
That vehicles carry their own ability to
Yeah.
get to hyperspace, whereas previously
This
it
would
had to
the-
be sent to hyperspace from something else that was a lot bigger than that.
So this is the equivalent of a whole building to do computing versus our phones.
Well, you do believe that this entire computer array could probably be done on your data pad.
Mm.
Can I download any of this to my datapad?
It has no connections.
Oh.
Apparently, it existed before Wi-Fi
Mm.
or data jacks.
So, like, it's almost like finding. So before
Nemo.
before ships themselves had the capability to jump into hyperspace, it was basically finding the currents of hyperspace to jump into, and that was the only way to really get into hyperspace. And this is just one
Well,
of those.
they also had ways of creating their own current.
Yeah.
It's
And
a babbage machine.
This is as much as my space knowledge gets to, so like you're gonna lose me from here.
Is this
So
kind
think
of-
more Babylon 5 where you have an entry and an exit point.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that because
A lot of the
yeah.
original Star Wars ancient tech had that.
if we want to go older school, is this like sailing to Europe and taking 12 months and getting on an ultra-fast jet plane or a rocket ship going up in the space and come down in like 20 minutes?
Well, it's the equivalent of standing on the beach going, I'd really like to go over to that island, to suddenly having something take you to the island. Because basically before they had something to put you into hyperspace, they didn't travel that much between planets without taking years.
yeah.
Like faster than that.
So they did, hyperspace is their only faster than light technology
Yeah.
for moving.
Yeah.
I feel like we should set up a space station. Randomly name it number 9. Located in like deep space. Because this could be like a wormhole on our back door.
Okay, and looking at it, it does seem that it may actually refer to Hutt's original home. Because
don't wanna
Null
go
was
there.
not their original home.
Because that might mean more
Really?
parts.
They redeveloped the planet into their own liking and made it their capital.
Does Cloud City's creation, settlement, setup equally relate to its proximity to Tabanagas as it does to also this location?
Well, Tabanagas is fairly newish on the galactic scene. Also not particularly common or well used because explosive and useful are very close together.
So could it be that Cloud City's location and like it's all set up, the reason people set it up there might be because its proximity to these alignments or whatever it is?
It was probably calculated it was going to be here and they moved it in preparation. And Hutt's being the long-term planners will not actually wait till the last moment to do something.
Yeah. Makes sense.
They probably bought the building the 150 odd years ago in preparation for this
For
month.
this particular
With
Not
with
the
the
parts.
lifespan of huts, it's very likely that if it wasn't their like an older hut that set this up, it was their parent that set this up.
Not 250 years ago.
and there's
You're very funny.
yes. If I wasn't coughing, I would have laughed.
It gives us something to reflect on.
This that one took a bit longer to drop.
So it was the 200. My brain's not getting the connection.
We're making America jokes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
Because America is a cesspool. Okay. Anyway,
My understanding of our history of the huts from a few sessions back was that there's actually not a lot of their species around, which lends to the idea, like, in comparison to billions of humans, there's
what, maybe only
Hundreds
couple-
of huts.
hundreds
Yeah,
of
I was
huts,
gonna say like maybe 1,000-ish, but not even that many.
which that kind of
Most people don't know exactly how many.
lends weight to that idea that they have a home planet that can only access this galaxy
I have it
through
beside me.
these
That's why I can't find
occurrences.
the damn thing.
Yeah.
They're
Makes
low.
sense, yeah.
They're low
I feel like I actually came up with an intelligent thought.
so their low
Yeah.
population is a product of breeding, or is it a product of?
Oh no, they do. They do
Ouchie.
apparently have more than 3 billion on their home planet.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, you just don't see much of them.
Okay.
There's only a handful of powerful huts.
Well, I would think like there's maybe a lot of huts, but in terms of the huts,
Okay.
there's
There's only-
maybe
yeah.
There's about
500,
there's
700.
about 5
Yeah.
that use the hut,
Yeah.
and there's probably only about 20 that have a name anyone knows
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. According
Again,
to my
Russian mafia.
envelope notes.
You got Russians, and then you got Russian mafia. This is how I'm going to think about huts from now on, is Russian mafia, to be honest.
I don't know. I think you're doing the huts a discredit. Just based off what I know about Russian mafia.
Does that make Java the equivalent to Vladimir Putin?
Well, he's always shirtless.
Accurate.
He doesn't ride horses though. He eats them.
Well, you never know. He might ride them, but not very far. Squish. Okay, easy to eat. So yes, you do think it may relate to their origin, home, or they were the first to discover it. Maybe they colonized that way.
I feel like there's going to be significance to this at some point, but I'm not sure what it is.
I don't think any of us do, yeah.
Well, working through the calculations, you would think it's going to happen a few days before the actual race.
And I have a feeling that the Jewel of Yavin,
Yep.
because it's able to, it's essentially a map to this, that might be one of the actual reasons for its popularity at this auction. Does that mean that the people who are auctioning it off have no freaking idea that this is like a 1 in a million thing that can connect you to this?
From what I remember,
Yeah.
I do remember that being a bit of a thing, that the person who was selling it maybe didn't know the full history.
Yeah.
Knew it was expensive, but didn't know the full
Yeah.
what it is.
It's sort of like calling it the Pink Panther.
yeah.
So, in terms of the interest in it, the rebels wanted the money from the sale.
Because it gives them cash flow.
But
Yep.
Vulcan, who is one of the Mandalorian equivalent of the founder,
Wanted the jewel.
yeah, he's after the jewel because he understands the significance of it.
He didn't state, he just says he needs the jewel.
But you presume that he would have some understanding,
He may actually understand how to utilize it as a weapon.
which might be
Because most
source.
Mandalorian armors know how to weaponize just about everything, whether it's a defensive or an offensive weapon.
considering that Dom is in Cloud City at the moment. We might be able to get more info through Dom by asking Vulcan if there's anything we need to know about utilizing it or accessing the pathways that it that we might need to access for this mission.
Okay, so looking at the system as it's showing you, it is rather painful in the sense of slow, cumbersome, and requires you to almost enter every menu by name, not by selection.
I feel like this is very representational of the huts.
It's like, I wish to go to the menu. It's like, nothing happens. I click on the menu, it's not touch. I tell it where to go, it has no microphone.
Damn, this ancient
I
technology.
feel like someone like you or me who understands like the DOS system, we would recognize it for what it is and then just start clicking our way through directories.
So yes, you have to do the type in everything, word for word, that you need to do.
I hate
With all the forward slashes and
just the enter.
Yes, and after doing so, you do find it does have a lot of information on it, as it has been activated probably a couple of 100 times.
Okay.
which suggests quite a lot. And if some of these occurrences that the map is showing to happen weekly and fortnightly and monthly, that would explain people accessing it for those things. And then this 1 in a million or 1 in 1,000 years thing is where the true value lies.
It seems to have been used to map out a system of random connections that occur on a semi-regular basis. Very much like wormholes, except not always there and not always working. But every time it's there and it works, revenue is exceedingly good that time. Enough so that they're happy to send their favoured servants there. The more random ones are less favoured.
And I'm gonna guess with this really rare one,
I
it's
was
the
gonna say,
really less favored ones.
Well, this one seems to be the oh crap one.
So.
I was gonna say in
Yeah.
place of rare, we put random.
Well, this one seems to be threat level one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very fair.
So the other one seemed to be profit. This one seems to be threat. And it seems the last time this one occurred, the Hutts lost half their fleet,
Bloody hell.
plus all their allies.
The magnitude of
As a
that.
side note.
A very small, so.
Also, of the side notes, apparently how they managed to annex a lot of Hutt space.
That's interesting.
Well, no more defense fleet.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. So, okay, what?
Thea's making a mental note that when she gets back to make sure she's got all her affairs in order and she's not gonna die without giving someone instructions about how to access her account and various other things.
So, is there any further information as to...
Has a list of potential saleable items ranging from almost impossible to get material that shows up on the black market every now and then, exceedingly rare elements that no one knows where to find them, to weaponry with unknown technology to be backwards
The reverse engineer.
reverse engineered.
Yeah.
Apparently the hyperdrive came from such tech, because it was the first bit of tech that mirrored the space whales and didn't require a huge gate to send someone through.
Thrawn hasn't gone missing yet, has he?
No.
Not yet. And looking at it, it does list threats as highly advanced weaponry.
So, when you make this trip, it might be that we'll encounter highly advanced weaponry, or the Jewel of Yavin can be used to operate.
You're not sure it's connected to the Jewel of Yavin.
Okay, alright, cool.
Jewel of Yavin may be connected to the event, but
Not
not the system.
the threats or whatever they're trying to describe here.
Well, that's what I'm trying to understand the context.
I think, like, it's definitely saying something about something, but there's no clear indication as to an enemy or a foe that is operating these things. It's just that when this is open, there is all these rare stuff, and that there is highly advanced weaponry, and that people have died.
Yes,
Yeah.
and what it says it's advanced weaponry is shielding doesn't seem to work against it.
Okay.
Seems to ignore shielding.
So, what Faye is hearing is if there's any opportunity to get advanced defences out of this deal, you'd have the advantage.
Of note, while they are more advanced in weaponry, their speed and maneuverability appears to be less,
That's something.
as they seem to be designed to mow down the opponent, not chase them down.
Fair. Not fair. I can't remember. Yeah. Right.
Why would you need to make things faster or more maneuverable if you just take him out with your first hit?
So we're going up against a bunch of Bradley tanks, so cool. So alrighty. In trying to think, within the past 1,000 years, in terms of shield technology, increasingly harder materials, things like that, what we know about things like slug throwers, things like that, does it seem that it goes through shielding because it's not like lasers and stuff?
Some will go through shielding.
Yeah.
Some of the older projectile weapons will pass right through shielding,
Yeah.
because shielding is more energy focused.
Yeah.
But if you were to take your blaster from today
Yeah.
back a couple of thousand years, it'd probably shoot one of the starships out of the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm seeing we could take down the Imperials and just ruin the whole Star Wars storyline, right?
I was gonna say, is that where we just send in like a whole bunch of Star Destroyers to just head that way?
Yeah.
It is also noted their technology hasn't advanced in each iteration at this stage.
Hasn't or has?
Has not.
Ah, okay. That's curious. Do you
Okay.
Which means you may actually have an advantage this time.
Maybe.
Especially as you have a ace pilot.
That always works well.
So, okay, if we can move fast enough to not get hit, then hopefully we'll be fine. Just so what I'm hearing is don't get hit.
Important safety tip.
Yeah. Something I heavily recommend.
And don't forget.
And wear your armor.
And don't forget to say, look over there.
Yeah. Oh, looky you over here. Okay. I'm trying to think,
It's the best over there is. Never been better.
we don't have much in terms of cloaking technology, do we?
And cloaking depends on them using the same sort of sensors.
True.
you use.
Yeah, because like if they have a different sensor entirely,
Whereas-
it doesn't matter anyway.
I mean, if I use this red frog, that squirt bottle, this napkin,
But if they're using infrared, then it doesn't matter.
that bucket of algae, I mean, I could make something.
Yeah. And blue tag.
But looking at it, it does look as if you may be in with a chance. The huts barely keep track of the technology levels. Just noting down that
They
seems of getting weaker each time they meet them.
So I'm wondering if just increasing not the shielding but the metal of the ship. Well, like isn't that the whole thing? Like we got some of the parts from where did we go? The place we went to. Duros.
And then after we had our one-on-ones with Captain Dom.
With the idea that like for like we got it for the cloud cars, but we'd be able to have something similar about things that makes it harder to shoot down. Like it increases the hull, not the shield, the hull itself, which would be what you would want to kind of look at.
It's going to weld some armor plate to the
kind of like the
ship.
base.
Yeah, so we're Mandalorians. Put armor on it. That's what I'm hearing.
Aren't you wearing your armor already?
Put armor on the ship.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now I can imagine.
Isn't our ship already made?
Yeah. No, but imagine the ship, but just like a giant Mando helmet on top of it for no reason.
I feel like that's already been done in Star Wars. Something
I'm
Probably.
sure they
like
just replaced the
animated
cockpit with something that
series.
looks like a Mandalorian helmet.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why haven't we done that?
Because we're not that creative.
Why doesn't our ship look like a Mandalorian with its arms together, its helmet forward, and the legs at the back being like the boots that are.
Because we're not the Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
We could be.
Like, come on. It is both the.
I call Pink Ranger.
That's fine. I'm always going for blue. Everybody else can fight for the colour of their choice. I'm pretty sure this one's going for purple
I'll
with
go for
pink
yellow.
highlights.
Yellow.
Yellow. That means Ross is stuck with green or purple.
Or red.
Or red.
Or red. Red. Yeah, there's still red.
Isn't
feel
there,
like-
isn't there a black ranger as well?
It might be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it depends on which Ranger.
I feel like if we're going off
And then there's the white one.
Cullen's assassin background, we're going for black.
Yeah.
Or a black and red combo.
There's normally the red or the green that ends
That's
up
in
being the
charge.
leader.
Yeah.
Careful, it's hot, but you've probably already started eating it. Do you need anything else?
I'm good. Okay, so yes, you do think you will be able to make it in there. The notes are referring that it is extremely dangerous, but hey, the amount of profit made out of it for those who succeed is almost enough to settle down for most people. For a Mandalorian, we'll probably go, hey, I can upgrade stuff now.
Yeah.
It's probably over.
No, my character's interested in the tech. He's like, ooh, yeah. Just find some stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
That reverse engineering is a good plan.
The notes do refer to non-Huts having a lot more trouble against these opponents than Huts.
Any indication as to why?
Non-Huts are inferior.
You know what? This is written by Huts,
Yeah.
and so I find it to be biased.
Racist.
Yeah. And you know what? 1,000, 2,000 years ago, they probably were right.
No, also not as bright or as gifted or
Yeah.
having the same sort of agility or strength.
Yeah. Because all that agility that Huts have. Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
feel sorry for them in a way.
Agility of 0.1.
Yeah, I'm sure just wait for one to swish you.
Yeah. rolls over on you. One time.
Well, that is their quick attack, I believe.
It is, yeah. Okay, so it's just they're being racist about it. Got it. But-
Further flicking through a system, you'll end up bringing up a couple of grainy images.
Sure, like almost.
Well, they seem to be almost at extreme range.
Hmm.
And looking like no ship profile you've ever seen.
Interesting. Then again, I'm sure on the screen in all wonderful 64-bit, I'm sure it's like 8 pixels, so it's hard to tell the shape anyway.
I was gonna say you're going for 8 pixels. We might be at 4. Because doesn't it go 4, 8, 16, 32, 64?
I was saying
128?
computer enhanced, and then yeah. Because
Yeah.
that's definitely how that works.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And looking at it, it does look more like some form of asteroid with half domes on it,
Interesting.
and the asteroid not being a consistent shape. So think of someone who has absolutely no way of making anything with even width, even length, any sort of thing. Someone just went crazy and went, what the hell, I'll design whatever the hell abstract ship I would like.
Here is a lump of clay. There you go. Oh look, another lump of clay. There you go.
So they're taking chaos to
The best lump of clay ever.
a level,
Mm-hmm.
possibly.
Never been better.
And each of the images has a completely different silhouette.
So no two ships are the same. Interesting.
Well, okay, so that would also potentially be why other places would get decimated. 'Cause if it looks like a whole bunch of asteroids, you're not going to necessarily pay attention to a whole bunch of asteroids going through. It's a natural cloaking.
yeah, you can certainly get
Especially
a
if
hell of a lot
you're,
closer
especially
than
like
you
if
would in a
they
ship.
are moving through, like say you're moving through an asteroid belt kind of deal. Those would be naturally camouflaged within the area. So
And the energy readings of the battle show that they don't come up at all.
so you,
Sensors cannot detect them.
so we'll definitely be more reliant on visuals, not sensors.
Hence the pictures
That's why they learn to take photos.
from so far away.
I'm sure if they got too close, the camera got destroyed. So.
Yeah.
And converted them to clip art.
Well, this should be interesting.
And the last picture seems to show what you could only imagine as a large asteroid,
Yeah.
because it seems to have some of these odd-shaped ships between it and the taker of the picture. And this seems to dwarf them completely. And it's also an odd shape. But the strangest part about it is you can't see any stars or system in the background.
Weirder. Okay.
It's like there's just nothing else.
Almost like a dark part of space if you don't look around.
That or a
Even in the other grainy pictures, you could
Doesn't-
see stars or
But this nothing.
gas cloud or
Yeah.
something like that. This one, it's just completely the wrong color.
So pocket dimension potentially.
Yeah.
Pocket
Dimension.
Yeah. Although pocket dimensions, it's really hard to understand because it is probably not a dimension that can fit in your pocket. But I feel like there's a missed opportunity in D&D or Magic for role playing, like a bag of holding, to have a pocket of dimension, like a dimension in your pocket.
The GM probably would figure out how to do that.
And each day you hear from the next generation of dimensional people about what they believe of the entire religion they founded for being in your pocket.
Is that kind of like, you know how you have the mansion that you just like pull out and you've got it for the day and it's got its own like house staff and stuff. You could have like your own staff in your pocket dimension. All cultures and people and reality works differently.
I'm assuming they don't wipe themselves out every 10 days or so.
How is it that you always get yourself in the most inconvenient spot?
Practice.
Okay.
You need to get down on the couch. You could have stayed over here. Feel free to cover one. She's
An adorable cat.
She's
She's the one who got stuck this morning.
No, did she?
yeah. There was a new space to explore.
She could get her head out of the space, but couldn't get the rest of her out of the space.
The answer to every question is yes. Should I go in there, even though I'll probably get stuck?
Yes.
Okay, looking through various other parts of it. The only reference to it is other.
Which means they don't really understand how to define it.
You know what would be real nice right now to take care of this thing? If only there was, like, I don't know, a giant ship, maybe the size of a moon, that could destroy, I don't know, planets. Would be helpful.
Shame they haven't built something like that yet.
Yeah, it's a shame they haven't made something like that yet. Maybe one of these days.
Had a great big lightsaber gun on it that, yeah, as you say, can blow up
Yeah.
planets. Yeah, that'd be great.
That would take care of this real quick. But I
Does
think
the whole step on the saber and then turn it off straight away?
But I think we might be about, I don't know, 4 years off of that.
So I guess the question occurring in Thea's head though is, who would be the worst villain? The people who have access to this weapon, or the people who have access to this hypothetical, imaginary, but you should probably put that in a book, people would totally read it, death, planet, killer thing.
Oh, a planet-killing weapon, that's just inconceivable.
That's just crazy talk. No one's going to make anything like that.
Well, that's why I'm like, you should totally write fantasy novels, Guyana. I think, you know.
Yeah.
You could probably fall into like a twin generic sort of section of
It's
sci-fi action and I don't know, romance. They might even call it, you know, paranormal romance. Or something like that.
You know what? Why not?
Then the next section you go into seems to be reminding you of the HoloNet. Though more from how they built the HoloNet, which has been lost in a lot of
I was going to say,
history.
hasn't HoloNet technology kind of got lost in which era are we in? We're not are we post Clone Wars?
You're after Clone Wars, yes. And it has been lost. Only the Empire now maintains it.
Was it lost in the Clone Wars or before?
They can maintain it, they can add stuff, but they're not very good at...
Is this more like Old Republic or...?
Old Republic, High Republic would be more the one who actually expanded it greatly.
God, High Republic was like...
1,000 years ago.
Forever
Yeah.
ago. Yeah. Okay.
And it does refer to a crystal being the heart of the communication network.
Oh, I wonder what crystal that is. What a weird coinky dink.
Maybe not the Jewel of Yavin, because it seems to be very astrological thing, but maybe something similar.
Maybe a bigger jewel.
The Jewel of Gavin.
Oh, so does it just go up in alphabetical order, and Yavin is just the lowest?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I feel like we should be going up from Yavin to Zavin. Gavin sounds really Australian and backwards, and I don't think that suits this communication method.
Ross, what were you saying?
It could be the Jewel of Coruscant.
Who knows? But that doesn't sound like Yavin, so.
But it does seem to
Interesting.
run by connecting to the via gateways that they originally built,
Yeah.
instead of each ship having a hyperdrive.
It could be a better play on
It was
words.
basically the gateways themselves were the communication hubs.
Very interesting.
In which case, Gavin is more appropriate because you've got gateway, and then
And each gateway had a crystal.
Does its logo look like a cow print as well? Gateway? Gateway prints? Anybody? Did you guys have that here? I don't know.
I'm sure if you work hard enough, we can make it work.
I'm sure you can milk it for all it's worth there.
As long as it's blue.
Okay. So what I'm trying to think through is, look, it looks like there's a threat. Looks like you fight these things. You drive fast, don't get hit. What do we have in terms of missiles and stuff that we know that can blow up asteroids?
Please don't say thermal detonator.
Thermal detonators. A whole host of thermal detonators.
Right, you'd think concussion doesn't actually do as well as proton torpedoes, but you don't have either.
Yeah.
But there are gravity mines that can pretty much decimate most physical things.
We do have access to mines and mining equipment and things like that.
We could use algae blooms.
Algae blooms.
I feel like that's not quite the same thing.
No. So, in order to get access to gravity mines, is
We
that
have-
something somewhat accessible in terms of trying to get that kind of weaponry?
You can, it's just going to be requiring you to go to a more major hub to pick up, because they won't have them stocked here.
No.
No,
here.
but we help, like, when we sorted out that mine for the huts, the one...
So gravity mine and mine are different.
Oh, okay.
So mine as in like land mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you remember the bomb that Django used against Obi-Wan, where it just split apart the asteroids
So-
and was a sonic sort of weapon,
Yeah.
and the
It's
Mandalorian uses
Not something that would be used in mining, it would be something used in military.
mine as in each dropped out of his ship to blow something up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Right.
There are seismic
So
charges.
military.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any industrial...
No.
Not at that scale.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would be like, yes, we want to blow up this mountainside. Why? No reason.
For
Well,
shits
I
and
figure
giggles.
that if you want to mine stuff, blowing up a mountain separates all the particles and then...
And destroys what you're there to mine.
It would be.
maybe.
I would say, yeah. The only thing you would do that for is to remove the mountain completely.
Though you do think you may
Well-
be able to requisition stuff from the huts.
Considering they have
Okay.
great big lasers that drill into the middle of planets, I didn't think it was completely inconceivable.
Yeah.
Except those great big lasers haven't been used or invented yet, as far as people know.
We're still far off of that one.
Oh. There's too many world settings, I get confused.
It's okay,
Mm.
timeline is important. So you do think you can requisition things you might need for it. From what you read up about the beginnings of the HoloNet, its reasons for being in there is these crystals can also open to this other space.
Okay.
So the reason the hut sent us here was to get this information so that we can presumably prepare for this, making a trip through this gateway to retrieve something is the best guess.
Get as
Potentially.
much resources as possible.
But also be prepared to be attacked by massive weaponry.
And this deep space array in the region you're in, it's not actually in Bestman's system, but it's nearby. It appears to have one of those crystals.
So there might be 2 gems, 2 jewels or whatever it is to retrieve. Or access.
Okay. So we need to get potentially this other
Maybe.
crystal.
No, there's also a command to activate the gateway.
Mm.
Okay.
So might be we might just need to access it.
So if this thing, presuming the Jewel of Yavin has now been activated, we need to go activate this other one to get this side, I guess, of the thingy working. Maybe?
Well, I guess one is the on ramp and one is the off ramp.
Yeah? Why not? Let's go with that.
That's the best.
From the notes you're reading, the alignment is a natural opening.
Oh, okay.
The crystals can make an unnatural opening.
Oh.
So instead of having to drive out to the freeway, we can just
We can
open up the door.
go now.
So rather than having to kick the door in, the door just opens naturally.
Or instead of having to wait for it, or get access to someone who has keys,
We can just go.
we can just pull out a gem and open it ourselves. It's like a master key, I'd be guessing.
Doesn't always work, doesn't always last, but once the doors open, you generally have about 24 hours to 48 hours before it closes.
Just hope you time it correctly.
Plan for 23 hours.
We'll plan to have someone or something opening the door at a later point for you, because apparently you cannot open it from the other side.
Much like this elevator that took us up here. And we are now just waiting until we can go back down.
That is interesting. You cannot open it from the other side.
That's why they keep referring it to as other.
Interesting. Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
That's a lot to take in.
Yes. Yes.
So this is going to happen a few days before the race and the auction.
It will, yes.
I wonder if we actually need the Jewel of Yavin, or we just need to access the Jewel of Yavin.
Well, you do realise that if someone was to access the Jewel of Yavin, you may end up sending Bespin to this other place.
Oh, so we definitely want the Jewel of Yavin for ourselves. Yeah. Does that mean we... No. Okay, so all the information is that the best opportunity to steal the jewel will be at the
after
end...
the race.
Yeah, after the race, at the end of the auction, before it changes hands. But we know that because this event is happening a few days before the auction, people might try to get to it before then. Or there might be heightened security before then that we need to be aware of.
Well, the deep space array that you see on this scene isn't on the normal star charts.
So does that support the theory that people might be trying to access it before the auction?
Possibly, but you may also not need the jewel at all until after the race. Because once you steal the jewel, you can't come back.
No.
And you haven't made your deal with Lando yet.
No. What was the deal we had to make with Lando for
Get access to the black market services.
black market services? And was there also a trade in Debana gas that we needed?
That was part of the black market services, because Debana gas sold here is illegal.
Is it?
Yes, because the Empire claims all supply.
Yeah, all of it. Which
And
is
the Mining
probably,
Guild also claims the sole seller to the Empire.
Is that one of the reasons the huts might be here? Is because it is one of the few sources of data gas that they might have.
Potentially, but they don't have a huge presence here.
No,
Except for the
but-
fleet that's just arrived.
I was gonna say, like, haven't like 5 of them turned up for like the equivalent of like those big economic conventions, like global.
Well, they have declared a major meeting of the clans.
Like the climate type things.
It is like a climate meet symposium. No body, no dice for you.
But he has to have the dice, especially the ones that show the exploding and the despairs.
Just look, you can go look out the window.
I was gonna say he sees something he wants to
Go check out the window.
check out.
Oh. But you don't want to go down. Okay.
No,
More hugs for you.
I think he might be okay with that concept.
Now he's burrowing away nicely. So yes, you do believe you can activate the deep space array to get yourself there early. Or at least find out what's waiting for you on the other side.
So we could do some recognizance.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you say that word?
Close enough.
Reconnaissance. How do you say that word?
Reconnaissance?
Reconnaissance. There you go. Thank you.
Took me a while to actually have my brain go, hey, how do I say that? And it says, what am I saying? And it says, how do I say that? And it goes back to, oh, this is the word.
If you think about how to spell it, but not how to say it. Why is he giving us... He's got this weird look on his face. Cross between stink eye and I smell food.
And slightly drugged. I think he's come over for seeing what your hands
He
are doing.
smells food. That's it. That's the look.
So yes, you believe you can get over there, find out what is actually happening at that place, maybe get more info from this deep space array that doesn't sit on any of the known records, but apparently is part of the hyperspace, the HoloNet network.
So the way we're accessing this information right now in this room,
Mm-hmm.
at the top of this elevator,
Mm-hmm.
does that suggest that this is an alternate way to access the data without accessing the jewel?
This appears to be a, like suggested earlier, a array allowing you to connect to a deep space array within proximity.
I see. Okay. Sorry.
So sort of like that little box you carry around to talk to people in the same sector.
Right.
You've got an entire room to do the equivalent of your little box.
Okay. Is that like the not the general scanner? I can't think of it. The long range.
The long range comms, yes.
Comms instead of our little CB radio.
So you've got a room for a long range comms instead of a little box.
Okay, but is that because the long range is like 10 times the range that the
You
long
don't think
range
it
is?
reaches as far as your little box.
Yeah.
So that Did you call it a node of? So, and it's unknown.
It's not on any of the recorded data you've got or charts. It's just sitting in the middle of nowhere.
So theoretically, my character's thinking, theoretically, you could go there and use it as a way to spoof the system to, be effectively a ghost on the HoloNets.
You think you could, yes. As long as you don't subvert the system too much.
What does spoof mean?
Pretend to be something else.
Okay.
Normally spoof is normally used to, I'm giving a false ID to say I belong here. Or other form of accreditation. Look at my blank piece of paper, I'm obviously this person of importance. I'm sure your mind is reading the correct thing.
The best analogy my mind's making right now is putting on an Imperial uniform in order to walk into an Imperial facility without being questioned.
Yep.
Well, the
What are you doing,
acquisition
shit cat?
of the
Hey?
equivalent of a
What are you
clipboard.
doing?
I believe he's trying to activate Mike's character for it.
Well, I think most of what he wants is food, and since he hasn't found food, he's
Well, he smelled it and then lost access to it.
yeah.
So yes, what would you guys like to do? Because you have the options to go and investigate.
I think probably reconnaissance is.
Happy to do whatever the leaders decide is a good thing to do.
Kiana's technically she's in the bathroom. That's why I'm just fielding the question without actually suggesting we follow through until our gracious leader rejoins us. Yeah, reconnaissance is probably. Is that what you're suggesting, Martin, as being the best option?
Well, it means you'll have more details.
Yeah.
You'll see stuff you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And hey, it may even be similar to that old space station you came across.
He's like, come on.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on.
You close the computer, he doesn't now know what to step all over and mess up.
What?
Access denied. Access denied.
So it's not the first deep space array they've come across.
Yeah. Look, I would say unless Kesley
They found one in
objects,
Elrood.
that's.
Okay.
So, how do we do that from?
It's pretty fucking
Can we
powerful.
do that from here, or do we have to
Or
go?
valuable, I should say.
You would have to get on a ship and fly there.
Okay. Is ours or Broom Broom ship capable of that? Broom Broom's faster than ours.
It is.
Yep.
And so what they're thinking of, Kesley, if you
Yes.
didn't hear, is flying to the deep space array,
Yep.
which seems to be similar to the one you guys found in Elrood.
Okay.
So I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
Broom Broom's ship is faster, but is ours better shielded because we do have actual,
Shielding.
not cortosis, but the
You have better shielding,
yeah.
plus more space.
Yes. So,
So
even though-
technically, flying both will give you more options.
okay.
Because you could run.
Did-
One is exceedingly fast compared to the other,
Yeah.
and technically, two ships are better than one when
Yeah.
taking on most
Multiple.
opponents.
Yeah.
When we paid all that money to the huts that upgraded our ship, did
Mhm.
we end up adding that docking capability for?
I think you did. I'd have to look at my stuff, but
Okay.
I haven't added much to the
Information.
vehicle
That's fine.
updates at this stage.
I just, if you remembered, you remembered. Remember, I don't know is a perfectly good answer. Or I can't remember.
Because I was thinking of finishing at 10 today, because I have
Yeah.
my body is.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think
Fair
I
I'm
did
enough.
tell people it would be
perfectly,
a short
perfectly happy
session.
with that.
Well, I thought you would like the link into that one of the older sessions where you did find stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I remember that. That was a while ago.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have links in older sessions.
Yeah.
I believe eBay might have been around for that one.
Yep.
I think so. Yeah. I'll have to go back to my notes on that one. But
was either eBay or early Brum Brum Crash.
Yeah.
It was
Sure.
Brum Brum because he was in in his ship outside our ship. I think for the Basilisk reconnaissance.
It wasn't the Basilisk story.
Oh, so
It
we're
was
talking
way-
about before
way
that.
further.
A big deep space station you guys came across in the middle of nowhere.
Alright, so this is
Yeah.
a different thing. Okay.
Yeah.
My brain's referencing the wrong
Yeah.
session.
But hey,
Okay.
it's all recorded, so
Yeah, we'll try to.
depending on the audio, you could find it again.
Yeah. It's just finding the session that it was referenced in.
So I'm slowly doing back updates.
I have good notes from older sessions. It's pretty easy for me to find them.
Yeah.
As long as it's 18 months or more ago when my hands were more operational.
Hmm.
Because I took very detailed notes back then.
Yeah. I would say it would be probably more than 18 months ago. So, potentially.
There's a
Get
good
in.
chance. No,
No.
Idris.
Well, buddy, you got a perfectly good scratching post right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
He doesn't understand that
believe in
concept.
Scratching posts.
He likes the back of the chairs no matter what I do. At least that's better than my feet.
True.
Oh, really?
Drazzle likes my feet. Especially my left big toe.
That's
So
that's
we
because Drazzle is a killer.
Are we ending the session with returning to the ship?
I would say yes. Once you guys make a plan to do something, basically the disc pops out.
Do we want to use the next 5 minutes or so to kind of plan out what we're doing?
I definitely think this is where,
And you have a feeling this has been kept offline for
Yeah.
a reason.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I would say we want to be as prepared as possible that should we go to this deep space array and get pulled into this other doodad, that we have what we need.
So the next session, we want to return to our relative ships, prepare them for going off to this
Yeah.
deep space array.
Mm.
Do we need to get any supplies or weapons or anything like that?
Well, considering you don't know what you're up against.
Yeah.
More is good.
And yeah, as much as possible to be prepared against whatever possible, for sure.
Are we going to have to make any arrangements with the huts? How far away is our hut meet?
You believe your hut meet is within about 4 days now.
Okay.
So you could make it to the array and back with about 1 to 2 days to spare at the array.
Okay. So
Okay.
we could possibly make arrangements with Dom to keep an eye on the warehouse. I know that we've got Cloud City Security doing some of that, but we've been on in the city for that, so we probably want to up things. Does that deep space array adventure before Elrood and the Sector Rangers or after?
It would have been during Sector Ranger stuff. Maybe just. Yeah, Sector Ranger stuff, I would say.
These notes go back to where we were with the Coinites, which I think was not long before we spent a year in jail.
So maybe it might have been when we were. Maybe when we were rebels in Elrood. Maybe it might have been right after we were in jail.
Okay.
And we were on the down low.
Okay. Were there any connections to Kaggle and the work there?
No, not that one.
Okay.
Well, I think it would have been season 3 to 5, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Oh, season 3 of 5.
3 to 5.
3 to 5.
Okay. Because this is season 6 in September 2023, which is a lot longer than 18 months ago.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't say
But-
how exactly how close it was.
Well, that
That-
would
that-
mean my original journal. should
Because that would have been when I went to America.
It might have been during that time, yeah.
Essentially.
Just having a quick look to see if I can actually
'Cause
pick it up.
I was in America
be.
on Halloween.
Well, if we're going to do that, then we might as well end the
That year.
video and then just
Yeah, we'll look stuff up and go from there.
pick up.
Yeah.
next
Well, it looks
session.
like it might be season 4,
Season.
Yeah,
which
'cause
is 2023.
Okay.
So
2 years ago.
the
3 years ago. I don't even know what year it is now.
So,
Jesus.
I will put it on
6.
end sessions and we'll find out next session what
So
when it was, when people can find their notes.
This, this journal goes
Before
back
American
to
flag blew.
session 55. 35 or 55.